Wow. So gratitude for our forgiveness opportunities.
Yes.
Why?
We're only freeing ourselves, and our brother's giving us this opportunity, which we would not have had before. Somebody comes along and triggers us, and we recognize I've got this belief going on in my mind, and I would not have seen it and been able to release this block had my brother not come along and played his role and triggered me, right? I'm being unfairly treated by this SOB over here, or this jerk, or whatever. The ego says, and an eye for an eye, retribution, defend yourself, attack, and then attack, right? And it's the absolute reversal of that. My brother, in my mind, is reading a script that I have handed. He's simply playing the past out for me. He's giving me an opportunity to forgive the past, forgive this belief, and in my healing of this block, I'm freed. None of this would have occurred had it not been for my brother, my savior, one with me. Yes. So there's a sense of that, in that freedom and the gratitude that you just, you see your brother as he really is.
So, sis, in my experience,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that forgiveness doesn't really take place, even though for those first 10 or 15 years of studying the course, I thought that I had forgiven everybody,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the damn shit kept happening again. Right?
I wonder why.
Yeah, right. But I realized later that I hadn't really forgiven
Mm-hmm.
because there was no gratitude there. I hadn't reached the gratitude.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a milestone, or that the gratitude for the particular person who triggered us, or for the experience, whatever. When we reach that gratitude, that means it's truly forgiven.
Yeah, because if the gratitude's not there, somewhere in our thought, we have made the trigger, the trespass, the unfair treatment real. There's still some part of our mind that's latching on, that still believes that there was some truth in what happened. So we reserve our expression of gratitude because we still think, yeah, they really did something. But when you fully take accountability and realize what your brother's offering you and accept the gift that he's offering, then you can only have gratitude because you see it was all for you. Yeah.
All for you, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a rule, okay? So if we believe that we are abused as children, like I was, that has to be seen with gratitude, felt with gratitude too. All of the players that I scripted, I brought in to play out the abuse. Yeah, there's gratitude there now, because without them, I would never have been catapulted to awaken from the dream. I had such extensive disillusionment with special relationships, special love, and all of that, that it really did catapult me to want to awaken above all else. Yeah. So there's great gratitude for those players.
And while we are resistant to truly forgiving early childhood abuse or abandonment or whatever it was, if you're having difficulty or resistance in forgiving the one that you felt harmed you, you will find that you are continually choosing specifically to repeat that core wound with every special relationship that you enter in. In fact, you look for the one that will play that part out for you, to rehash, to keep the past alive, to keep going as the mythical me with their story of woe and abuse and whatever, right? So you're using everybody along the way, including the perpetrator in the beginning. Ooh, victim versus perpetrator would be a great blog.
All right, very good.
Yeah, we're going to put something down in the description box or the show more notes. It talks about how a victim and a perpetrator are both the same and both being used within the ego thought system, one is not actually better or worse. If we want to play duality out, we have to have, if you're going to be unfairly treated, you got to have the one that's going to be doing the unfairly treating. And all of us in this lifetime or a previous lifetime have played both sides. So there's none of this false innocence. I've never been a perpetrator. Well, that's not true either. So anyway, it'll be really helpful.
Right.
What's that? Except for Nook. Nook's completely, yes.
I'm the only one. I'm special.
Yeah. And I also was thinking about the bullseye trigger worksheet. You know, there's a lot of great practices out there. We have a worksheet that you can take a trigger through to help you see what's underneath it. So it depersonalizes it and you can then open up to forgiving the person. Diedrich Wolsek's Is It Choose Again process, or The Work by Byron Katie is also helpful. We're just looking at different modalities that are offered by beautiful teachers to help us expose what's really going on underneath the triggers. And again, it's all about us. Yeah, so we'll put the trigger bullseye worksheet down below for any of those who feel a ping around that.